been quite an interesting week this week, some highs and some lows. Now, at the beginning of the week, we had yet another storm. It was about 45-mile-an-hour winds, and it blew down one of my little greenhouses at the side of the house. I had loads of seedlings in there. Happily, I've moved half of them up to the allotment, but the other half just got wiped out. They were blown all across the driveway, the front of the garage. Little greenhouse bashed into the car, so it was a bit chaotic. And then towards the middle of the week, I ended up buying this little greenhouse. It's pretty wonky, but I think I'm going to be alright moving up to my plot. So it's going to give me a bit of shelter, somewhere to put my seedlings. I need to give it a good old clean up. Now I need to empty it first of all, and I'm a little bit worried because I think there's going to be a ton of spiders in there. So that's a job for today. I'm going to empty everything, take it up to my plot, measure everything up so I know how big a base I need, and try not to get bitten by spiders. That's the main job today. So this is what £10 will get you. It's got downpipes on both sides, so that's going to be good. I can collect a load of water off of it. And then inside, I think it's going to be all right. It looks pretty solid. The roof has got some good braces across, so I don't think it's going to fall down. In all of these storms we've had, it's been stood. Got shelving all along one side. At the back wall there's a load of brackets to put more shelving, and they've put these little gutters down the side. The door looks a bit dodgy, so that's going to need to be fixed. Now, my DIY skills are definitely not up to much, but the way I look at it is this: it's only £10. If I wreck it trying to move it up to my plot, what have I lost? I've lost £10. I'll have a load of polycarbonate and I can make myself another cold frame. So I figure I've got nothing to lose by having this one. So for my seed mix to make my soil blocks, I'm using just some standard seed sowing compost. I'm going to mix that with some vermiculite, and I've been putting in a bit of horticultural grit as well because it's kind of fairly cheap and cheerful and it's going to open it up. But if you put too much in, your blocks do fall apart. And then I'll be making my soil blocks with this little 2-inch blocker. I'm hoping to get the little micro blocker, much smaller, but that's going to wait for now. So these are the things I'm going to sow to put in the house in the limited space I've got. So I'm going for flowers again, but cosmos, some sweet peas, straw flowers, and some cucumbers. And then things I'm going to sow that I can put outside in my cold frames are the Cavallonero, got some peas, rainbow chard, and yes, small flowers. And I'm debating about the carrots and parsnips. Now, I think most people direct sow them, but I don't know if you can put them into blocks. I know they don't like their roots being disturbed. Perhaps you could let me know if I'm being stupid putting those in soil blocks. I don't know, I'm going to try. I've got loads of seeds, I can do a bit of both. So I've ended up with some mixed methods here. I've put the zinnias in this big tray of soil blocks, and they're going to go out in a cold frame to germinate. This one has got the Cavallonero and the chard, so that's going to go in the house where it's warmer. In this one I've got my cosmos. These are going to go on a heat mat in the house. And then I've got some cucumber, they're going to go in the house as well. And this one is straw flower. Now Claire at the Farmyard Garden, I was going to show you my straw flowers because you were talking about yours last week, how you loved them. Mine were doing brilliantly, but all the slugs have eaten them, so I'm starting again. And then this one, I've got some sunflowers, so they're coming in the house just for a while to germinate. And lastly, I've put some peas in this one. So that's all the sowing I'm going to do for today. I was going to do my sweet peas, but then I realised I've got to soak them overnight, so they'll have to wait for a day or two. So my sunflowers and zinnias have all done really well. They almost all germinated. The cosmos are looking a bit leggy, so I've put them in the brightest window, and the cucumbers are looking really good as well. The straw flowers, most of those have started to germinate, and my sweet peas, just one variety's come up so far. I put them in about 10 days ago, so they've done okay. Thanks for watching. This is my diary for this week. See you next week.